I had a very negative reaction from the animation community over the Just Stop video. If you do remember the Just Stop video, Just Stop outed the relationship of LS Mark and his now wife, which was a non-public thing at the time, right? So it's whatever. He made a retraction. He took the video down after getting bullied by Keem and everyone, because honestly, how he went about that video was dog shit, right? I feel like all of us can kind of like understand why it was stupid. But there was a theory that Matt Pitt put out there. And I appreciate you, Mari, for telling me about this video. I saw a couple of people tweeting about it, but thank you, Mari, directly for sending this to me. So this video is about Daft Pina. Now, the reason I'm bringing Matt Pitt into this is because Matt Pitt actually was right. He was 100% right. And I know his dick's going to get hard hearing me say that. But Matt Pitt was right. Daft Pina coerced and manipulated most of this story. This is a problem. This is a problem. Wait, am I live streaming on Twitch too? How the fuck am I doing that? Did I figure out how to dual stream finally on accident? Did I figure it out? Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Say yes. Say yes. No, it's not working. Okay. Matt is having a Tommy C moment with this. Yes, Matt is 100% having a Tommy C moment. He's hard as a rock. He's hard as a rock. So Daft Pina has been kind of outed by Just Stop as the master. He says not the master manipulator of the situation. I don't believe that. The more and more I've learned about Daft Pina, the more and more I start to see the cracks in his in who he is as a content creator, especially somebody mid-drama. So Just Stop put a video out just completely obliterating Daft Pina as one of the people that were pushing for the more retarded segments of the video, which we all know was the sunny part. There is the part where they bring up the phone call with Mark to get him into a false call and sense of security. There's a lot of things that actually happened. It's completely stupid. So we're gonna go over this video, and I'm just gonna laugh at this because honestly, Just Stop. The fact that you let this guy kind of manipulate you more and more is, I understand that he was a friend of yours, but you need to take objective looks. And I know you push back on him, but you shouldn't have made the video in the first place. It doesn't clear you for that. So let's listen to how Just Stop outs Daft Pina.
This video is going to be completely audio and about a specific video I deleted that's unrelated to my normal content, so if you don't want to hear about that or don't know what I'm talking about, I totally understand. Next big video is coming soon. But for those that do know what this is about and are wondering why it's coming now, well, I've been contemplating about whether this is the right thing for me to do or not for a while. Initially I thought about just moving on and not making a follow-up beyond a community post, as I didn't think anything else needed to be said. But I'm just not the kind of person that can act like everything's fine and leave it at that. Never have been. I know not talking about it would lead to the majority of people forgetting, but I would remember. I do remember. And so I'm going to give a more detailed explanation of my thought process and mistakes without explicitly mentioning the two main individuals involved. This is because the video was, as an overarching theme, about their relationship and how I believed one of the people in that relationship was in an emotionally manipulative, compromising position. My belief that this may have been the case began on November 15th with a former friend of the person's partner making a tweet in which they discussed the partner's supposedly manipulative behavior whilst they knew each other. And this concerned me, so I looked further. There was no plan to make a video at all at this point. I just wanted to look into it by asking anyone that might have answers, as I also once had a friend that was in a manipulative relationship, as many of you might know. Though she was in one with an adult as a minor, so it was—
Hey, Matt.
Hello, what's up?
Hey, I'm doing a members only stream. And yeah. I already opened up with "you were right."
Yeah, I want you to title your stream "Matt Pitt was right."
I'm not going to title my stream "Matt Pitt was right." This is not going to happen. But you were correct about the Daft Pina thing. I'm kind of— how do you feel about this video? I feel like it's just him throwing Daft Pina under the bus and saying, "Oh, well, I took accountability and I pushed back on Daft Pina." But it just seems like it doesn't access the points of like he shouldn't have made the video in the first place. You know what I mean? He doesn't like address that. He's like he still kind of stands by it.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that if he would have just made his little video on Sunny, everything would have been fine. It would have just been an exposed video on some guy we have nothing about. So, but it's a two-way street, right? Yeah, Daft Pina can manipulate you and get you to do stuff, but you're still doing it. Just Stop is what, 18 years old?
Just
Daft
Stop
Pina's what,
18 and
25?
I think I remember he said 19 when he was with Keem or something like that.
And Daft Pina's like 24, 25, right? Or something like that? Maybe
Yes.
older?
Yes, I think he's like a full-grown adult.
Yeah. So, like Daft Pina's. My question is like, Daft Pina was a bigger YouTuber than Just Stop at one point, right? Was he like?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure Daft Pina has more subs than Just Stop. Let me see here.
So what Just Stop was saying in his video was that he wasn't manipulated fully. He used the phrase Daft Pina was not the puppet master because Just Stop pushed back on things. So if Just Stop saying he pushed back on things, then yes, he's liable for the idiotic video that he put out, and he shouldn't be criticized for it. That being said, I think Daft Pina just sunk his teeth in this and really just took advantage of the situation.
See, that's what I was thinking. The second he started talking about Daft Pina, I was like, he's trying to shift more blame to Daft Pina's end, and in a sense, not really taking ownership of the video.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. It's like he birthed this retarded kid, and then he's like, you know what? I didn't make this kid retarded. The dad made the kid retarded. He pushes all responsibility onto Daft Pina. In a sense,
I think they're like I don't think Just Stop is not like he should definitely be criticized for this video.
Yeah, no, I still stand by my original video.
I do think Daft Pina really had a lot to do with this, like even more than what Just Stop is saying. I think he was pushing this agenda the whole time, and as soon as he saw an opening, he took it. There's some weird things where he was saying like the recording thing was his idea to try and sneak it in, all that stuff. Yeah,
I was gonna let him play that part out because I want to hear his own words. Like I listened to it earlier, but I want to listen to it again with somebody who knows Daft Pina's history.
Yeah. I got you.
Let's listen to it.
Or worse. Still, though, since I had known this person for a couple years and we'd had on and off interactions over the course of them, I considered them a friend and wanted to make sure if it was the case, as I didn't want them to be suffering. So I asked around. Some of those I asked choose to remain anonymous to this day, and I totally get why. But one of the more prominent people I asked about the situation was Daft Pina, as he was closer friends with the person at one point, and I'd heard from another anonymous person that he had information. I talked with him on December 1st, and seeing the information he presented in regards to himself, as well as others who had experiences with the partner, plus the information I'd accrued, I decided I wanted to try reaching out to the person with a call, preparing a video script as well, as they'd seemingly pushed away other people's individual concerns. So during Daft and I's conversation, I came to the conclusion that a video compiling all their experiences and complaints together would show that many people were concerned for legit reasons and displayed negative behavioral patterns.
So that's my issue, is that even like he came up with the notion that he had to make the video in the first place. Like he's like I have to compile all of these people together. That was his initial thought process.
If he has to compile these people on together, why not have them on and like talk? You know, why didn't they want to come on the video and say their side? Just Stop. Why were they just giving you screenshots and all of this?
That's my issue with this more than anything, is that he's like, I had to put this together. Like that clear indication that he's like, I felt some sort of moral obligation to make the video in the first place is like my biggest issue with him.
Yeah.
So let's keep going.
I also was of the belief that, regardless of whether the call went well or not, it needed to be said since it seemed to be affecting many others as well as the person. Obviously now, though, I believe that everything specifically relating to the person's relationship should have been excluded, as it was private, and regardless of how I feel about it, it shouldn't have been revealed for everyone to see. But back to the retelling, first came the call, which should have been the end of it straight up, but the entire setup was a massive mistake. At first, I'd thought about going into it more naturally without Daft present, stating my concerns to them genuinely, and being straightforward about who I'd talked to and why. However, Daft wanted to use it as an opportunity to probe for information we hadn't had confirmed yet, and insisted on having the call recorded with pre-made questions to ask and a group of friends to join in. But he also
That just sounds like a gay op. That's a gay op.
That's really shady. Yeah, I think Daft Pina's that type. That's I think he's got like I think he's like the ringleader in this stuff, and he's like Littlefinger. You know, he's like asking people like, oh, you should do this. Oh, your video's great, but you should also add this part and this part and that part. This part would be great. Hey, when we talk to him, why don't we set up the questions? Okay, we got them set up, and then I'll make a little part where I'm like, yeah, and we're recording, and let's see if he doesn't hear it, and then we're in. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's what he's doing.
That's what it sounds like, right? And then then there's a part where Just Stop, it's gonna be a little bit later, chat, is when he tried to manipulate the two-party consent law thing, where he was like, certain wordings that Daft Pina used was trying to get the recording without expressly asking for permission, but manipulating it in a way that it would sound like permission. And I'm like, that is the ultimate gay op. Like, this is my thing, right? Like, I never understand why people record conversations. And I feel like you're on the same level, Matt. Like, even if you are talking to somebody about an allegation, recording a conversation is kind of weird, right? Like, unless they're like, I want to be recorded, I don't really see a reason to record anybody, even if I'm talking to them about like allegations. But that's just me.
I think recording sometimes, in the rare occasion, can protect you.
In very rare occasions, but
also like it could just protect you. But even though, just if you record someone for your own protection, I'd never release it. You know?
Yeah, that's my big thing, is when I'm not a fan of the idea of recording people. It's like, even if I got into a call with Quantum and it was private and me and him were like talking it out, or like anyone else I've covered, right? And we were talking it out, I wouldn't see a reason to even ask them in the first place. It wouldn't even like cross my mind to record the conversation. Like even with Tipster and Johnswan, like, I know it's like good evidence and stuff, but like, I don't see the reason to record a conversation ever.
I completely disagree with you, because I run a podcast called Now Recording.
Yeah, well, of course, that's a different situation. We're having a conversation, it's being recorded and live streamed, and you're doing it for content. But I'm talking about in the event of an like a private call. You know what I mean?
I think if you're ever in a voice chat, you just should assume someone's recording. Like, if you're in a public voice chat and there's a bunch of people in there, assume someone is recording. Don't say anything you wouldn't want publicly, and yada yada yada. Basically, that's the basis. Go with that.
Yeah, I guess it's just kind of annoying to me, like the whole concept of recording phone calls that are private or something like that. That to me is weird.
Yeah.
All right, let me continue this.
Also wanted to be real sneaky and underhanded about saying it would be recorded, mixing the mention of it in offhandedly with a longer statement, so if the person didn't address the recorded bit, it would technically count as consent, as they live in a two-party consent state. However, I knew for a fact that wasn't how it was going to go, and mentioned as much to Daft, but he shrugged it off, and though I knew it wasn't the right thing to attempt, I tried going along with it thinking he knew best. It was noticed immediately, no doy. As was the whole already prepared list of questions bit, which never should have been a thing in the first place, but it was. And with that discovered, the rest of the call was really awkward because, why wouldn't it be? Nothing about this was genuine, and bringing the person in under the guise of helping with a video didn't help either. Daft rationalized it to me.
Which still to this day, I'm still weirded out by that. That Daft was like, yeah, no, we should lie to him.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
He's just like, yeah, you know what? It's a good idea. If we're trying to get info on this guy, we should definitely lull him to a false sense of security, like this, like it's some kind of rape accusation, or like she's hitting him or something, and that he's gonna lie to us. Like, that's such a weird concept to me.
It's petty, is what it is. It's just completely and utterly petty. I think Daft Pina is a snake, and he's really petty.
Yeah, it comes across that way, at least from how the video was released and what Just Stop alleges in this video as well. That it's just like scummy shit.
me with the idea that when people are in possessive relationships, the partner will often check messages, so it would be best not to leave any mention in text. But in retrospect, bringing someone in under false pretenses to talk about that kind of thing would only make them paranoid. Overall, it's clear to me now that Daft was more focused on getting the video created than actually talking with the person, so that's how the call came to be like it was. But it did still happen, and didn't lead to the expected result, so the video went forward, as I thought there was nothing else that could be done. There was, though, in retrospect, obviously. I just didn't see it because Daft and others who helped with the script.
Just don't do it. If you're getting that vibe, just don't make the video.
Yeah.
What?
Hindsight's 2020, but I feel like I don't see how he made this fucking video.
Well, the thing is like, even though you could say hindsight is 2020, and I know the comments when this goes public eventually is going to be like, well, hindsight. Well, the conversation of hindsight doesn't really matter in this, because if you're getting that vibe in the moment, like an example right now, there's a branch of people that have broke off from my community, Minxie One's community, Gar of the Rage's community, and Review Tech USA's community about Quantum, right? And we found out that they've been like doxing Quantum's family and shit, and we had to address that. So like, I look at this a lot like that, where it's just like this I got a vibe about one of these guys, right? One of the guys in particular, and the minute I got a vibe off of him, I did not want to communicate with him. I didn't want to listen to any information from him. The minute I get that gut feeling, I don't want to move on that stuff. Why did Just Stop do that? Like, if you have that gut feeling, maybe talking to this person is a bad idea, don't do it. Like, just don't do it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if, like, an example, Matt, if you came to me and told me all this shit about let's put you in like Daft Pina shoes, right? Like, if you were Daft
what
Pina,
if I came to you and said, hey, I'm gonna tweet out that Ruiz is actually
oh my god, stop, she made a mistake. It wasn't malicious, it was a mistake, and she owned up to it. Leave it alone.
But if I came to you and said that, what would you say?
I would say that's really stupid. Hopefully they corrected the record. Or hopefully I would say to you, if I was live streaming in the moment, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? What is this? I don't know.
No. I'm coming to you I'm like, hey, look, I'm about to put this tweet out. What do you think? What are you saying?
I would say, are you positive? Like, have you thought this out?
Evidence?
Yeah, I would be like, have you thought this out? Can I see what you're talking about? Like, I would literally ask you ad nauseum, are you positive about this? You know what I mean?
Say, and I say, yes, I'm just going to tweet this stuff. What are you saying?
I would still be like, if you're not positive, don't tweet it.
This is why Zip Zap should just ask for advice. There you go, bing, done.
I get it, but like, the Zip Zap thing is not tangentially related to this or the concept that I'm bringing up. You're just trying to stir shit.
No, it's a smaller scale, all right?
It's an incredibly smaller scale, but still, it's just like.
But here's the problem, right?
Is there a difference between bad faith, which it seemed like Daft Pina and the people I'm using as an example are bad faith, and Zip Zap was a genuine mistake?
Yeah, I think the problem lies in who you're hanging out with, right? I think if Zip Zap would have went to Doc on the radio or whoever else they're hanging out with and saw this tweet, they'd probably be like, yo, Zip Zap, this is not a good idea unless you have like further evidence to back it up. The problem with Just Stop is he was encouraged by people who were emotionally invested in this story, and not only emotionally invested in the story, inserted themselves into it.
Right.
As well.
That's my biggest issue, is when somebody gets emotionally invested into a story. Like, those people become the biggest issues that you can face as somebody who covers drama. At least that's like how I've seen them, is when people get too emotionally invested, things just explode. They fall apart almost instantaneously. Because now there's an added element that is unnecessary to the situation.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Let's see here. Let's continue on.
kept reiterating to me that there was no other way, so I kept going. Or rather, I decided it was best to take a 2-week break after the call on December 12th because I was so exhausted with everything mentally, and then the video continued going. Speaking on the production of the video itself, it went through several drafts, rewrites, and edits. This is partially because, at first, the script was far less organized, less accredited, and way more venti, so it needed heavy retooling as more evidence came about. Daft and others would also add stories from people we talked to that couldn't be evaluated as anything more than hearsay, as they had no proof, and when
Then why listen to him?
It's like, this is not my video, so you can put this story in.
Yeah,
it's your problem if there's no evidence to back it up.
but again, like, even like, I trust you, Matt, right? Like, I'm very trusting to a fault. So, like, if you came to me with a story that you weren't emotionally invested in, we're like, Chris, you have to cover this. Here's some evidence. I wouldn't, like, I take people's word sometimes, like, when I trust them. But if I get the gut feeling that this is wrong, I'm not going to talk about it, or at least entertain you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to entertain you. I'm going to be like, listen, this seems like conjecture and hearsay. I feel like you moving forward on this story is not a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would not be okay with that. Like, let's say, like, Nick DiOrio came to me with that shit, too. I'd be like, dude, come on. Like, this might be a little ridiculous. Like, even though I trust Nick, I would still be like, this might be a little much. Like, are you positive about this? Maybe you can't be a part of this story because you're way too emotionally invested and you're giving me information that's all hearsay. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
When I would try to say as much in the script, he'd stop me and go, "Don't say it like that. People will deconstruct and focus on it if you do." He wanted me to use sneaky language again, so in the end I cut them out entirely. And for bits that I didn't remove, I made sure to ask follow-up questions to get evidence of dates and such. Questions Daft never asked. He would just believe them wholeheartedly without proof and say we needed to add it to the script. And I didn't see how much of the script that was until I got to the editing phase and noticed all the bits I couldn't pull up screenshots or evidence for. I could also see that Daft
All right, Matt, entertain the chat. I have to check on something. 1 second. Just 1 sec, bro.
I am entertaining the chat. Am I a member of Christian Arts? I think I am. I think I got a gifted membership. So give me a second, chat, so I can read you guys. All right, I'm now reading the chat. Matt, who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl? I don't care. The Eagles, I guess.
I'm kind of voting for the Eagles as much as I don't want to.
Yeah.
EDP has a GoFundMe right now to go to the Super Bowl. You should donate.
Really?
Yeah, he has like an action.
Really?
He has a GoFundMe.
Bro.
Hold on, I think hold on. EDP 445 go.
That's gotta be fake.
Me Super Bowl.
That's gotta be fake.
Scamming kids for Eagles Super Bowl tickets. Somebody made a video about it. It came out a week ago. GoFundMe to the Super Bowl. Fundraiser by Bryant. All right, we all know his name. Get EDP 445 to the Super Bowl right here.
I know, but I just feel like that's fake. I feel like it's somebody making it.
What's crap?
How's it made $767? What the fuck?
What's cracking, motherfucker? It's your boy EDP 445. These past 5 months of my life have been a complete nightmare. I wanted to throw this in my doc, my doc from yesterday, but I was like you. I was like, I don't know if this is real or not. But then it's his name. His name's public, so I'm not doxing him. But that's his name.
Yeah.
He made this. He fucking made this.
Well, I hope he's going to the Super Bowl to get his cupcake, bro.
Dude, he only made $700. It's $6,000 to go.
No, well, dude, he made $700 though. Good for him. I mean, he can buy a lot of cupcakes with that.
He could buy a lot of cupcakes with that. Let's continue with the Just Stop shit.
Wanted to make a large portion of the video about his personal grievances with another creator, Sunny TM, who was tangentially involved with the duo. You might know, if you saw the video, that the section on him doesn't really mention Daft at all, other than briefly at the very beginning.
You were right. This is where you were right, you motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Why? This is what I don't understand. This is not Just Stop's battle, so I don't know why he thought he needed to insert Sunny TM into this.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't Daft Pina do this? Sunny TM's been making videos on Daft Pina, not Just Stop. So why does Just Stop feel the need to fight? He's literally fighting Daft Pina's battle in there.
Yeah.
He failed miserably.
He really did. Like, Daft Pina took advantage. So how I look at this is that Daft Pina didn't want to put it on his channel, right? Because he didn't want to start drama. So he manipulated. I don't want to say the word manipulated. Maybe coerced is a little bit better. Coerced Just Stop more to release his video and basically hide under that video to be like, this is an exposed video on Sunny because I hate Sunny.
Yeah.
It's so pathetic.
Yeah, I think Daft Pina needs to fight his own little battles, bro. Like what? Like I know he did a video recently on that person he I guess I don't know if I should say, I don't think he doxed the person, but they put information out that could lead to their dox, the one that was pretending to be a girl.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
I think I've read the forum on Daft Pina, and then I've talked to other people that have heard about Daft Pina, and I keep hearing these stories about like the doxing incident, and I'm like, there might be some baseline validity to them, because a lot of people were saying they were like allegations more or less, but there's been a lot of evidence stating that he may have actually done that.
Yeah.
Intriguing. Let's continue.
That's because I talked him out of including a 6-minute summary of their interactions together, as it was completely unnecessary and petty compared to what I had found in relation to Dubus Goobus.
Hey, just stop. I need you to add 6 minutes of me railing on Sunny, please. 6 whole minutes dedicated because I hate Sunny. Holy shit! Holy shit! How don't the alarm bells ring for you immediately and go, maybe this video is a bad idea?
Yeah. Hey, you know that guy's been making fucking videos on me? Yeah. Let's add him to this plot as well.
Yeah,
he's
add
involved with the girl, right?
Six whole minutes dedicated to him.
You can't stop and be like, all right, what does this have to do really with LS marketing in the grand scheme of things?
Like if like if I made an exposed video on somebody and one person was like, who had an issue with them, and they came to me and said, okay, we have to dedicate 6 whole minutes to this one guy that's not the subject of the video in its entirety, I'd be like, dude, what is going on here? Why are you telling me to add this? What is wrong with you?
poor Dubus Gloobus, man. He was like watching the video like, yeah, I'm vindicated, and then he's just like, oh man, it's, well, damn it.
Yeah, well, now it has a major asterisk to it.
Yeah, it has asterisks to it, and then fucking Sunny goes on Doc on the radio and doubles down. So.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Poor Dubus.
Yeah. He just wouldn't let the Sunny section.
All he did was make a joke.
It's just retarded, bro.
Dude, people are mad at me right now from the Parking Tiger server because I told them to all get cancer, and they're all mad at me right now. Like, I've lost.
They're not really mad at you though.
Oh no! Apparently, one of them is mad at me because now they're getting Speedy Bird involved, and I like Speedy Bird.
Wait, whoa, what?
Yeah, it's on Twitter because I said get cancer, and now they're like moral high grounding me, saying get cancer is bad, and they've lost people to cancer. I've lost people to cancer.
No, they're manipulating manipulating.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for Speedy Bird though. I like Speedy Bird. I hope she doesn't hate me.
What does Speedy Bird have to do with it?
Speedy Bird is going in there saying that it's bad that I said for them to get cancer, and that it's a bad look for me, and I like Speedy Bird.
Where does she say this?
There's some tweet under Maggot Edit's tweet, where I called them a bunch of F slurs. Hold on.
I'm looking. I'm on her too. I'm looking for it.
Hold on. It's the clip of me. Let's see here. Let's see. No, she didn't delete it.
My thoughts
there it
are with you, Lizzie. It's a horrible disease.
Yeah, she's like talking to them like I said something incredibly bad.
Practically every single person has had cancer, touched their lives in some way. I lost my parents and in-laws to cancer now.
I've lost
Speedy Bird.
I've lost people to cancer. It fucking sucks, but like you can't make jokes. Come on.
No. Look, Speedy Bird's one of like, she's on the news. She's on the Sharp on the Point news team.
Yeah.
So this is dumb. This is a dumb take.
Yeah, I know. I like Speedy Bird though. I don't want her. I actually like her. She's a sweet lady.
Yeah.
The rest of them could get cancer and die.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care.
I just think that's stupid.
I know, and I was like, oh, I like Speedy Bird. Let's see here.
And B, though, it always had to have an extra bit showing Sonny is underhanded, Sonny is a bitch, Sonny sucks dick for money, just on and on.
Sonny sucks dick for money. Add that in the video. Just stop. Sonny sucks dick for money. See, that would have been funny. I would have laughed at that.
Yeah.
Daft kept scrolling his social media looking for things to add, all of which I shot down. Well, other than one. At the very end of the Sonny section, I briefly mentioned that Discord moderators stated Sonny posted the nudes of a girl in the Only Plays Discord server. However, there was no physical proof of this happening, so I wanted to exclude it entirely. But Daft was insistent that I keep it, so I did with the prerequisite that it was unconfirmed but matched with Sonny's behaviors. And look, Sonny does suck. He emotionally manipulated a man in the midst of a mental breakdown to send money to a trans organization to make up for whatever unintentionally, allegedly transphobic remark he made. Then when the opportunity suited him, he said that the man was still transphobic and that the apology he suggested was corporate. Then, during a live stream when he had the chance to admit he was obviously just bullying and trolling this guy, he doubled down saying the guy was actually transphobic and that he did it for the good of trans people.
No, you didn't, Sonny. Come on. Let's be real, bro. You trolled a guy. You trolled him into donating money. Don't play that game. Don't play that game, bro. we all know what the fuck you were doing. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
We
Trolled
all
the guy into donating money.
You trolled him. We all know that. It's blatantly obvious. It was like
how much did the guy
hard
donate
troll.
again?
It was like $100-something bucks. If I
Yeah,
remember.
Sonny owes Dubas Gloobus $100.
Yeah, Sonny does owe Dubas a couple, like whatever that amount was.
Yeah.
Sonny is an asshole, a troll, a wannabe edgelord contrarian, creepy, unself-aware, and fake. But I shouldn't have mentioned anything relating to him that didn't have physical proof, even if I stated it was based on the testimony of others. That's why I
Wait,
couldn't come up
Beaverman
with
is saying it's $500.
No, it was no.
I don't
500.
I don't know. I gotta rewatch it. I have it archived. I gotta rewatch it.
justification for it when asked on livestream. That's why I couldn't come up with justifications for a lot of things on livestream. I was uncertain and didn't know it because I'd been hyped up that this was a good idea despite my reluctance, and eventually I thought I was confident in creating it, but I never was. And I only realized that when I was given negative feedback. Feedback I never received until it was already too late. This isn't to say I didn't try to get varied opinions. I showed the video and script to a couple good friends that didn't know anything about the situation who said it was solid.
Your friends are not smart people. I'll be real. Your friends aren't smart people, dude. Matt, I showed this video to my friends, good friends of mine, and they said it was a solid video. If I got caught if I did this, Matt, I'm pretty sure you'd DM me and be like, you're a retard.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, what is wrong with you? Oh my God.
Showed it to the people I interviewed and they said it was solid. It made me think I was wrong to worry, that I was indeed doing the right thing. But as soon as I saw negative thoughts on the video being publicly released, I remember feeling a lump in my throat because I knew I didn't have a rebuttal. And when put to scrutiny, I couldn't defend the choice to make the relationship information public. And that's when I learned I'd messed up. It was never my place to publicize the info, and no matter the intention, I was ignorant and stupid to think anything good would come from making it. Aside from other people that have been scorned by the friend group speaking up, though that's unrelated to the relationship. But I didn't quite see how I'd messed up yet, so I went to Daft and the others for advice, and they told me to keep the video up, giving all the explanations in the world for—
Of course. Of course Daft wanted it still up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No shit. No shit he wanted it up. I wonder why, Matt. I wonder why Daft Pina wanted this video up still.
I think Just Stop should have kept the video up because it was a great video. It was awesome. It should win an award.
No.
You know.
No.
Imagine.
No,
I think it's a travesty to his channel, but I think he should. I still want to see it on his channel.
True.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny.
Dude, in the multiverse of reality, that video was a banger somewhere.
Bro, it was going up in the algorithm, man. It was getting there.
It was. Well, that's because the art community, the animation community never really has drama. When it does happen, it's spicy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's real spicy. But that wasn't spicy. It was retarded.
Yeah, no, it was pretty retarded. But it was funny.
It was funny. I did get a good laugh at it. You should see my comment section on the Just Stop VOD. Holy shit, they were mad.
Yeah.
I thought Doc got a lot of hate. I got fucking flamed, my dude. All right, let's keep going.
Why? I was in a group call with around 7 people, and they all said the same thing, which just confused me even more about what to do. I was in panic mode. Then the person I'd made the video about messaged me saying they wanted to call, and Daft told me not to. So, in a panic state, I just kept texting the person what Daft told me to say. But then
Oh my god.
Yeah, all right, yeah, you were manipulated. Yeah, this guy had you under his fucking finger, bro. He was fucking say this, now say this, now say that. You were doing everything this guy says. How can you not say he's not the puppet master? He was literally pulling your strings.
That's what I was literally about to say, is the sheer fact that he goes, I wouldn't call Daft Pina a master manipulator. Bro, you just admitted that Daft Pina was the manipulator.
Yeah,
you literally just admitted
I wouldn't call
it.
him a master. I wouldn't call him a master manipulator, but then he master manipulated me. At this point, but I still wouldn't call him a master manipulator, even though I was masterfully manipulated by him.
It's amazing, the mental gymnastics. I feel like he's in a bad relationship with Daft Pina.
Yeah, he's getting gaslighted by Daft Pina and slapped around like a fucking 45-year-old housewife. In the South.
Yeah, basically. Daft Pina's wearing the wife beater, opens a backhand, he turns his ring around so he doesn't leave any marks.
Yeah. Look, bitch, you're gonna do the video how I say, you know.
Oh my god. What, Core, aren't you supposed to be spending time with your wife? What the fuck you doing in chat? Anyways.
couple other friends pulled me into a separate call and knew what state I was in. I tried to dismiss what they said at first, claiming that this was the only way, repeating what Daft had told me, but they helped me to see how deep in the shit I was. How detached I was becoming from myself in a search for guidance on a matter that I had no right to trespass in. And so from there, I decided to do what I thought was best. I went back into the large group call and said I wanted to talk to the guy. They discouraged it, but I said I wanted to anyway, and I unlisted the video that night. At first, I was reluctant to delete it because, disregarding the relationship, it did help some people that were affected by the group to speak up, and I didn't want to make them feel like they couldn't or that they were invalid, but in the end, I saw that that was tarnished by the relationship material, which was the main point addressed. So, I deleted it, knowing how big of a mistake I'd made to publicize it. I made a statement, then I just kind of buried myself in my work. I've got a big video coming soon for those that want to know when I'm going to get back to regular content, but I did keep my ear to the ground, and one person I never saw come to my defense in all of this was Daft. Privately, he said that he was—
Of course he came to your defense. Come on.
Never.
Oh, he never did?
No, he didn't. He didn't. Not publicly. Not publicly.
Apparently privately. How do you not call this man a manipulator, dude?
Bruh, this dude stayed quiet. Didn't go on Doc on the radio. Didn't say shit. Just let just stop bury himself.
That's the issue that I'm seeing here. This is why I think Daft Pina is... That's why I'm saying you're right, bro. Daft Pina fucking manipulated the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was proud of me for making my own decision, but he was completely silent on social media and didn't make any posts for a couple of weeks. I asked him about it, and he said he would make a statement in a month or two so people wouldn't believe he puppet mastered me into making the video, and to be honest, I don't think he did.
How? He just said, I want to wait a month. Like, why not come to your defense immediately if you stand by the statements in the video?
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh, God, have fucking mercy. Holy shit, Daft Pina is an asshole.
I pushed back against a lot of his influence. I was the one that said it should be on my channel since I had the better reputation and thought no one would take it with the seriousness it deserved if Daft covered it, which probably should have been my cue to not have him involved at all, but he was always a good friend to me, so I trusted him. I was the one that brought him on in the first place. I decided to upload the video. It was my mistake ultimately. Daft made the situation far worse with his presence, but I'm not sure I'd call him a puppet master, more so an enabler. I can't pretend like it's all his fault. I genuinely thought it would help the situation with the person, as stupid as that sounds. But I've come to see with this whole thing that I was 100% wrong to go about it like I did from the word go. No matter how many people said it was a good idea, no matter how much support I received, I should have been able to see how poor of a decision it was. Believe it or not, I'm not a terminally online person. I do spend a considerable amount of time on my
Dude, Keem's comment about him being terminally online and gay-opping him fucked him up. It fucked him up. It fucked him up. He's like, oh shit, I'm not terminally online. He had to add that part after Keem and Nick were like, this is a terminally online gay op that you're doing.
Yeah.
It is a terminally online thing though. Like it definitely is. You lie, you get convinced by somebody to make a false call to somebody about their relationship, talk about their relationship publicly to thousands of people, which causes the commentary community to get involved and be like, you're retarded.
Yeah. You're being so obsessed with someone's relationship, someone that you maybe met in real life, but you don't really know that well. And you get so obsessed that you decide to make a video about a relationship.
I know,
and
right?
cheat on each other. Like, there's no like scandal. There's no abuse. There's no, R words or anything like that going on.
It's nothing of
just
serious significance.
Yeah, it's just a simple like little. It's none of your business at the end of the day. Like, it's not a public thing. So, and it's not your right to make it public.
Like, let's say if there was like physical abuse or anything along those lines, like anything that could be 100% arrestable, right? Like an actual crime, then it would potentially make sense to out it to protect someone. But there was nothing like that.
I'd prefer if he was just on a live stream and just said, "Yo, I think Ellis Mark's wife's a bitch."
Yeah, that would just be easier.
And he's ruining his life. That's all you. Yeah,
that's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. Even though you're not actually friends with him, which was the funniest part of Doc's live stream.
Yeah,
where he's like, "I don't actually know Mark."
Yeah, like what the. Bro, I can't wait to make a video on Chris Nark's relationship with his cat.
Yeah, God forbid you make a relationship about me and Chef. Holy shit, guys.
PC, since that's how I play a lot of games and get all my work done, but I only really had Twitter as far as social media, and recently I've decided to stop using that. I don't talk to people on Discord all that.
Jalen defense, I'm not going to use Twitter anymore. Oh, you see that Jalen came back to Twitter?
Oh, are they back?
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna change it to be right back because I got these in DMs. So I'm gonna close this out and then I'll show it to you, Matt. I'll show it to the people too, but it's in DMs that I got it, and I don't like sharing those. All right, here we go. Let's go live screen, and then we'll go boop. So right here, Jalen's already back and complaining on Twitter how it feels knowing I've ruined any potential career or business prospects online because I'm too mentally ill to handle my emotions. My YouTube channel is dead. I'm hardly getting by. I have a chronic spending addiction. No friends. I'm overeating. Life fucking sucks. Dudes, get off of Twitter. Do it now. Stop. It's making it worse. Oh.
Jalen says, like, I wish I could go back in time and just punch the shit out of my past self. That would be kind of scary if, like, your future self comes to beat the shit out of you and they're trans.
Yeah, right. Like, you're not. You haven't. What is it? You haven't thought about transitioning just yet. Like, you have an inkling feeling, but then your future self is fully trans.
This trans woman just appears out of nowhere and kind of looks like you and beats the ever living shit out of you.
Like when the quartering got his ass kicked by a crossdresser.
Yeah, and keeps telling you not to spend your money.
Just
beating the shit out of you.
Starts beating the ever living shit out of you.
And then you develop a fear of trans people, and you never transition. You like created a whole different timeline.
Oh God, it's
the Jalen of now never exists.
Exactly. That shit was funny. I'll admit it. I feel bad for Jalen. I do. I feel bad, but like you're doing it to yourself at this point.
It's like the Terminator, but a trans.
Yeah, like a trans Terminator.
Trans Terminator.
Let's finish this shit.
John Connor, are you transphobic?
John Connor, you spent all my money. You're gonna take HRT eventually, John. Holy shit. No. Oh God, no, help me. All right, let's see here.
Friends, many of whom I know and hang out with in real life. Yet, as this has been pointed out to me so many times before, it was a seriously terminally online thing to do, and now I can see that a lot of the reason behind that terminally online decision was due to who I let influence me. People have said it for a while, and I've tried to shrug it off or even defend him, but I can't deny Daft is a toxic person. It's something I've rejected for a while, but it's true. He really, at least from my perspective, hasn't changed much since the days of the Jaden face reveal. He's just gotten better at hiding it publicly and letting other people fight his battles, like he tried to do with me by including a massive section on Sunny. He wants to—
How do you still stand by the statement he didn't manipulate you? How? You just said it again. Yeah. Like how? Holy as shit.
Pretend he's better than all these people that talk about him, acting like he doesn't care, but he does. To be honest, I didn't take the criticisms of Daft too seriously for a while because people like Jar and Sunny would do it so poorly, just regurgitating what others had said or having completely stupid points. But for the first one that really stuck with me, a video by this guy Rhythm Rev, I knew Daft had seen it. He even had a friend of mine continually reply to Rev on Twitter so Daft could act like he hadn't seen it. He cares a lot about his public perception and has a really black and white mentality about whether people are good or bad. That's why when I have brought up my own concerns to him, he's usually brushed them off, saying the shit he did was for the greater good. It was with that same mentality that, back during the Antunes drama of 2020, he convinced me to report the video for privacy and creating the weird spanking animation, both of which I regret doing as they came off hypocritical.
What the fuck is that drama? Because I think he just maybe dropped the bomb or something, and I have no idea the context. Hello?
Nah, sorry about that. Yeah, no, I get what you're talking about. The that drama I've never heard of, and I didn't even read that in the forums about him.
Yeah,
that's a weird one.
I have no idea what the Antunes drama is.
Yeah, the Antunes. Let's do some investigating right now. Let's see what's going on. YouTube. Let's go Antunes. I assume it's spelled that way. Okay, Antunes drama.
Type in Antunes and just stop.
Antunes. You mean Daft Pina?
No, just stop. Reported the video.
Just stop. Reported the video. Antunes that could lie in deception. Ooh. Antunes deathbed. Final nail. Why is Creepshow Art involved in this? In this thumbnail with Hopeless Peaches. What the fuck? Just Stop Talks Antunes live stream. Oh, Sen fucking covered this 2 years ago. And Harley TBS. I have no idea what this drama is. Why are Sen and Harley involved? Wait, Antunes defended my groomer. What the fuck?
Type reported video. Antunes just stop reported video. Okay, the same thing comes up.
Yeah, I was about to say, same thing comes up. I'm not seeing anything significant. Wacky TV even covered it. Some weird ass shit happening. Hold on. Alright, I thought Chef was jumping up to the pizza that I have. But, like, this is weird.
So, it was about Antunes spanking Just Stop on his response video?
I'm not sure, because apparently Beaverman knows. He goes, oh boy, that whole drama is a rabbit hole. I've never heard of this drama.
Yeah.
Wacky TV covered it. Just a Robot covered it a month ago. This is weird. Interesting. So I guess it's not really a bomb if it's a video that some commentary members are involved with.
Chris, to give a rundown on Antunes, he's an animator who has made a bunch of animation that can be seen as racist, and he's also kind of an asshole. Okay, but what does that have to do with Just Stop?
Yeah, maybe Just Stop called him out at one point, because I remember him saying that he was a commentary channel. But that's intriguing. It seems like it was isolated to a handful of commentary channels and the art community. Looks like it didn't leak out.
Oh, man, of course he came from Prison Make Loot's community.
Of course Prison Make Loot covered it. Oh my god, of course Prison Make Luke is somehow involved in this. This is hilarious. But I don't know. I think Daft Pina is an asshole. Like, I'll be honest. If I'm keeping a buck here, it seems like Daft Pina is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You were right. Matt Pitt deserves the "you were right" thing. Fuck off. But this is ridiculous. The fact he made the video in the first place, I'm still annoyed by. But it's good, I guess, that he's clearing the air on the Daft Pina part. I'll give him credit on that one.
Hopefully Daft Pina will respond and not be a bitch and don't respond.
I think Daft Pina will be a bitch.
Hello, I am Daft Pina, and I just want to say, Just Stop is an F slur.
Probably. Let's see here. Daft Pina.
Nice to
Oh my god, he talked about the fucking AI, the Kramer moment that happened. Oh god. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be a bitch and not do it. When was this uploaded? Hold on. This was
video-
uploaded 3 hours ago. Daft Pina's last upload was 21 hours ago. So there's a chance that he'll do it. I don't know. That's weird. It's a weird situation. I think Daft Pina is a piece of shit. I feel like we're both on the same page on that one.
Yeah.
Chef, what are you doing? But that's it. I just wanted to talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play games and fuck around now. I don't want to keep you here if you got other shit going, Matt.
I'll probably dip out, but thanks for having me on, Chris.
Yeah, of course, Matt. Thanks for filling me in.
No problem. Later.
See you, man.